Thank you very much, Mr. Terry. I think you raised an awfully good point about the pendulum swinging back and forth. I remember 15 years ago being at a hearing when we were talking about the under-treatment of pain. And now we're in a situation where we've gone the opposite way, and we have to somehow figure this out. Mr. Cantrell, in your testimony, you referenced doctor shopping as being a problem. And I was surprised to hear that because most states have adopted prescription drug monitoring databases. And I'm wondering if this is an issue where prescribers are not checking the database, or whether the database does not have current data, or whether fraud is involved. Tell us a little bit more about how it's possible for doctor shopping still to exist.
Well, thankfully, it was the smallest number of beneficiaries, around 20,000, who were doctor shopping, seeing 4 or more pharmacists or 4 or more doctors. I think there are a number of reasons. This is 2016 data. We continue to see improvement in prescription drug monitoring programs, but we know that they're not deployed consistently across the country, that some require checking in more real time, and some do not. Some provide greater access to other entities to review that, to monitor for doctor shopping or overprescribing. So I think it's maybe a product of fraud, potentially, also a product of inconsistent utilization of PDMP data.
Thank you. Dr. Padavina, in your testimony, you mentioned the challenges around patient perception of pain. And we do all have different thresholds in experiencing pain, and the danger that patients or their family members might seek out street drugs if they feel that their pain is not being adequately addressed. And obviously that puts an individual at much greater risk for an overdose. Can you describe, or are you aware of any specific situations where that has occurred?
Yes, I can. Thank you for that question, Senator. Yes, as you indicated, in my experience, it's clear that some people suffer more from their suffering or from their pain than others do. And when working with these people, it's important to have a compassionate and kind discussion with them, because that's really the cornerstone of any interaction we have, including helping them understand that for the most part, these medications, the opioid medications, are for short-term pain relief, and one can go over some of the initiatives and innovations that are out there. In terms of a specific incident, I was informed of a specific incident in which an older woman was in a nursing home, and it was known to the staff that the family felt her pain was being undertreated, and the nurses actually found the patient to have the signs and symptoms of an overdose, treated her with Narcan. She started to breathe again, and she was taken to the hospital, and it's their strong suspicion that she was given some kind of street drug by the family.
What do you believe is the most effective way for us to educate patients and their families who are distrustful of plans that involve tapering the use of opioids?
Yeah, that is a challenge because so often they're afraid.
Exactly. They're going to be fearful that the pain's going to come back, I would think.
Right. And they... and what's really happened, of course, is they've developed a tolerance to the medication, so they're really not any better off now than they were before they were on the medication. So, but that explanation only goes so far. And I've long felt that we need to do a better job of highlighting the success stories, because there are people who have come off them who feel a lot better. But so somehow we need to connect those people with each other perhaps just doing a better job of publicizing it, because people can have a better life off these medications.
Thank you.